Welcome to the desert, the great state of Arizona, here in Tucson at Arizona Stadium for an historic game in the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Aztecs offense will get the first swing of the game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a good look.
Guys, let's think just for a minute about big picture San Diego State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Second down coming up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. Right back to the well. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Boston. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Might be changing the route. Toss to the left. Creates a little space. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
When they try to spin it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the defense got him at the 27. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Eastern Michigan's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
To the air, it's Kim. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got it in the middle. It's Bostic. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
The Aztecs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to the toss. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Let's send out the kicker here. After making 1 field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. Right down the boulevard, it's good. The lead is 6 in the first. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot. so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw, it's Kim. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wheeler. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. One final play before the end of the quarter. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Caught over the middle, it's Wheeler. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We've reached a break. It's San Diego State holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They've had a couple of scoring drives, but man, do they need a touchdown drive. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, you can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
With the catch, it's Napier. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Snagged in the middle, it's Boston. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Aztecs have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown Aztecs! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Eagles have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too...
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Unloads it downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. All the way inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 37, and the chunk play has them threatening. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. The Aztecs will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking for a man. It's Kim. A little screen to the running back. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Lining up for the point after and the lead. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pulls it in on the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
They booted away on 4th down. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know.
Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Aztecs. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. He leaves it with his back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Kim. grabbed over the middle. It's Griffin. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wheeler.
I love the job by the receiver there on the crow route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Flushed out of the pocket. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Catch in the middle, it's Griffin. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. And on first down, they're running out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Tucson and an intriguing Arizona Bowl. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Arizona Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air, it's Kim. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one...
Turning on the Jets. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get it down at the 35.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give out of the gun. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Snap from the gun on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Rooks. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make...
Oh, he's got some space. Maybe a touchdown-saving stop gets him out of bounds at the 5. ripping off that huge run. Let's see if they can do it again.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete in the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprint.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of said, hey, we've got to make sure we take him away.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Touchdown, San Diego State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Eastern Michigan, 17.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off-play action on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Kim. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
It's complete. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Al about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. 4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Desperately wanted to keep... Oh, but they did not. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The inside handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Kim. Trying to set up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. And it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On 4th down, the defense dials up the blitz. You just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless. You know that you're losing possession. You're coming off the field.
They'll leave it with him. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Going to take a shot. And they won't make the connection. Looking to make a big play there.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
He'll throw it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. And the Eagles need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Back to throw, it's Kim. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Harris. They bring him down, but not before able to pick up the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Well, that play never had a chance on fourth down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Aztecs. And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
41, Eastern Michigan, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. To throw, it's Kim. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Offense gets set for second down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Under fire. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive. Offense working from the pistol. Making side adjustments here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, and also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football.
Sends it downfield. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Looking for more room. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air. It's Kim. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so...
He's loose. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Eagles just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw, it's Kim. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front, moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the...
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. First play of the drive wants to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. He's going up top here late in the game. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strike 0, ball game is over. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and